Throw me a category.
Question 1 is taped before a live studio audience.
This one's called Apartments in Bad Neighborhoods. You get it right, you get 2K. Okay, apartment hunting, total drag. Who's with me? You gotta sift through so much crap to find anything halfway decent. Here, check out this freaked out ad I found the other day. Tired of living in the sunlit world of what you believe to be reality? Need something unseen by most? Come check out our Underworld, a place just as real but not as brightly lit. In which show would you most likely find this apartment? The Twilight Zone, The Outer Limits, Tales from the Dark Side, or Dark Room? That's the opening sequence to Tales from the Dark Side. And hey, if this apartment actually does sound attractive to you, you might want to consider living in my underpants. Time to pick a category. Well, what do we have here? Lines down the center of the room. $3,000 for this one. Okay, let's say you've just gotten back from traveling in an alternate universe. Stick with me. You arrive home and you turn on the TV. You think you're watching The Odd Couple, but you've unknowingly turned on the new Odd Couple. Why might you think you're still in an alternate universe? Oscar's clean, Felix is messy, Felix is an ex-soldier, Oscar's a hippie, Felix and Oscar are black, or it's about Felix and a goofy guy named Balky. No, Felix is clean, Oscar is messy, you're a bonehead. Okay, now here's a good answer. The new Odd Couple starred Ron Glass and Demond Wilson. It even used a few original Odd Couple scripts, so I could see how you might get confused. Man, poor Demond Wilson. First he's in the junkyard in Sanford and Son, then he's Oscar, the messy one. How'd you like to be typecast as the trashy guy? All right, I need a category.
This is question 3.
Let's take a look at your question, should you choose to accept it. You get it right, I'm giving you $1,000. Okay, let's say you received one of those mission tapes like they have on the show Mission Impossible. Which of these would you have exactly enough time to do between the end of the mission tape and the time that it self-destructs? Recount your knees, 1 per second. Catch 3 seconds of a Tony Robbins speech. Microwave a 5-second tofu power snack. Or reenact a 10-second space shuttle countdown. Nope, it was more than 2 seconds. Unless, of course, you're saying you have more than 2 knees. The correct answer is... the mission tapes on Mission Impossible always self-destruct in 5 seconds. Just enough time to reheat some tofu. Of course, depending on the size of your microwave, heating times may vary. And whatever you do, don't put aluminum foil in there. Good luck, Jim. All right, pick a category. All right, don't freak out on me or nothing, but you're about to jump headfirst into a Dis or Dat. The category for this Dis or Dat is tonight on a very special match game. My friend, I am going to read off 7 titles for you, and for every one of them, I want you to tell me if the show is a game show or a sitcom. As each one comes up, if it's a game show, press 1. If it's a sitcom, press 2. And to skip it, press 4. $500 for each right answer, and you lose $500 for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. Okay, can I get 30 seconds on the clock? Let the games begin. What's my line? Game show is... what's happening? What's going on? Anything for money. Anything for love. Babes. Last one, studs. That's all she wrote. All right, so you picked up 5. It's not the best you could do, but let's take a look at this. Hey, take what you can get. Let's... category, please. We're calling this one 20-something angst for a 200, Alex. Get this one right, you get a grand. Okay, suppose the folks at NBC send the Friends gang to appear over on Jeopardy. Considering the characters' occupations on the show Friends, which of these Jeopardy categories would not give one of them an advantage? Digging for bones, in the kitchen, thespians, or swimming safety? None of the Friends is a lifeguard. But I wouldn't mind watching Rachel take a dip. Now that would be a daily double. What? Oh, what is that would be a daily double? Give me a category. All right, give it up for I may not be a jock, but I play one on TV. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. All right, I want you to concentrate and fill in the blank when you think you know the name of this TV show. It's a show that features a whole mess of celebrities. At one point, Howard Cosell was one of the hosts. All these celebrities competed in like different sports. The teams were divided by networks. What the heck was the name of that show? You want it, you got it. Type in the answer and hit return. Battle of the Network Stars. Now, how could you possibly make Battle of the Network Stars any better? Well, 2 words. Live ammunition. Throw me a category. Ordered.
Don't shoot. Got him ordered.
Tonight. Savory.
I love you, question 7.
May I introduce the Un-TV? You give me a right answer, I'll give you $3,000. All right, imagine this. You're watching a public TV station when you see a promo for 7-Up. Furious, you call the public station to angrily denounce its flagrant commercialism. Why are you being an idiot? It's a common local PBS fundraiser. It's a documentary about kids. It's a PBS topical news program. Or you left the toilet seat up. Hey, thanks for the donation. I could have given you some cash if you picked this one. 7-Up is the first of 5 sociological documentaries they started back in 1956. They trace the lives of a group of British children. They make a new one every 7 years. It's pretty cool. The most recent one aired in '91. It was called 35 Up and subtitled, "Get Away From Me with the Freaking Camera Already!" Time to pick a category. Here we have mailmen who really deliver. I'm gonna make this one $1,000. Hope you're hungry. It's question time. There's a rumor going around that your mother had an affair with the mailman. If the rumors are true, which TV character's features could you not have inherited? Cliff Clavin's annoying personality, Newman's good looks, Ralph Cramden's temper, or Mr. McFeely's legs? Ralph Cramden's not a mailman. He's a bus driver. But if he pays the fare, I bet your mom would take him for a ride. All right, I need a category. Let's see what we got going. You're so 10 minutes ago. How does $2,000 sound? So you think you watch too much TV? Think again. Get ready to fill in the blank when you know the name of this TV personality. This guy made a bunch of Coke ads. At one point, he even hosted a music video show. His whole deal is that he lives 20 minutes in the future. All he is a computer-generated head and shoulders. How can you forget him? All right, type the answer and hit return. Max Headroom is the computer-generated talking head who lives 20 minutes in the future and made all those annoying Coke ads. He also has that habit of stuttering on all his words. Computer-generated hosts. It'll never catch on. Category, please. Today's specialties include Chachi needs Joni. $2,000 for correct answer. Heavens to mercy. TV's Chachi is horribly distraught over his breakup with Joni, and he's desperately searching the TV airwaves for a replacement. Which of the following shows does not have a Joni or Joan who can help Chachi ease his separation anxiety? Please Don't Eat the Daisies, The Jetsons, 8 is Enough, or Good Morning America? I said, please don't eat the daisies. Should have picked this one. There's no Joan on the Jetsons. The mom's name is Jane. Although if I were Chachi, I'd be going after Judy Jetson. Wah, wah, wah. That's the end of round one. Don't touch that dial because we're going right into round two. Don't forget, everything in round two is worth double, so heads up. All right, pick a category. For your enjoyment, I am not an animal. Wait, yes I am. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Hey, you know how some visually impaired people use seeing eye dogs to get around and everything? If vocally impaired people want to use TV's first live, non-cartoon talking animal to help them speak, whom should they hire? Arnold Ziffel, Lassie, Mr. Ed, or Lancelot Link, Secret Chimp? No, contrary to what little Timmy thinks, Lassie is unable to talk. Timmy is now in a place where he's being well cared for, and the voices aren't as loud anymore. For the curious, here's the right answer. Television's first live, non-cartoon talking animal was my main man, Mr. Ed. You know, not many people know this, but I auditioned for the voice of Mr. Ed. Yeah, they said they'd call me back when they made his ass talk. What do you think that means? Give me a category. The category is brought to you by Seinfeld. This one can get you $6,000. One question coming right up. If Banya, the Ovaltine fanatic on Seinfeld, sends in an Ovaltine label and a quarter, what organization is he hoping to join? Captain Video's Video Rangers, the Mickey Mouse Club, Captain Midnight's Secret Squadron, or the U.S. Secret Service? All right, so Banya's a little late, but back in the early days of TV, Ovaltine sponsored Captain Midnight, and kids who sent in their Ovaltine labels became members of the Secret Squadron. So maybe I'm missing something here, but if we all know that, how is that a secret? All right, I need a category. The category? What's in an extraordinarily masculine name? If you know this one, you're getting $4,000. Hey, how about that show Jake and the Fat Man? I remember one of the characters is a PI, one is a DA, and one is a bulldog, but I can never remember which is which. So help me out. Which of the following correctly describes, in order, Jake, Max, and the Fat Man? The PI, the dog, and the DA. The DA, the PI, and the dog. The DA, the dog, and the PI. The dog, the DA, and the PI. Yeah, have fun. Tonight, wrong answers and the players who love them. Okay, I never watched the show either. Jake is the PI, Max is the bulldog, and the Fat Man is the... come on, what are you going to make me say it? He's the fat guy, okay? There, you happy? Now, for the rest of the game, they're going to make me refer to the show as Jake and the really, really sensitive, caring human being who has slight food dependency issues. Time to pick a category.
The kookiest digits you've ever seen. Together they're 14.
For your viewing pleasure, crappy commercials. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. All right, this might be a tad disgusting, but bear with me. Imagine that you and a friend who just happens to be in the TV biz are watching a toilet paper commercial. The ad shows a man sitting on the toilet. A border then moves across the screen, replacing the shot with another scene of the man smiling after he's finished. What might your friend say? Did you see that flush? Wow, what a nice wipe. How's that for a tight squeeze? Or, that certainly was a great plop. The technical term for the changing of a screen via the use of a moving border is a wipe. And the first thing they teach you at TV Tech School is to always wipe from front to back to avoid disease. Throw me a category. Yeah, chest strut fits dime whore.
It is time for our TV stresses.
Your gibberish category for today is hors d'oeuvres at the pig roast. 10,000 bucks right off the bat for this one. Now, as soon as you know the answer, you buzz in and start typing, because I'm going to take away some of that cash every second and a half. Okay, take a look at this and tell me, with what catchphrase does it rhyme? Grab a slab of chew. First clue, Fred Flintstone shouts it. Now's the time to type in your answer and hit that return key. Well, it just goes to show you, it doesn't matter if you have a stupid catchphrase. If you say it loud enough, people will laugh. Category, please. Let's have a big warm welcome for If Music Be the Food of Love, Play Me. I'll give you 4,000 clams for this bad boy. Ready? Catch this. If you gathered a group of TV characters together to play Bach's Suite No. 2 in D minor for cello, who would not be included? Riker from Star Trek The Next Generation, Helen Chappell from Wings, Julie Miller from Fame, or Buddy from The Dick Van Dyke Show? Riker plays the trombone, so he'd probably feel out of place playing with a trio of cellists. Captain's log, Stardate. Oh, for goodness sakes, Riker! All right, pick a category. Open wide and get ready for, what's up, Doc? Heads up, this one's gonna be 6,000 bucks. Okay, SAT fans, grab your number 2 pencils because I got an analogy coming your way. ER is to Dr. Douglas Ross as ER is to Ace, Batman is to George Clooney, St. Elsewhere is to Howie Mandel, or MASH is to Corporal Klinger. I can't take you anywhere. Does this ring a bell? George Clooney is Dr. Doug Ross on ER, the drama, and he's the young Dr. Ace on ER, the 1980s sitcom. And ladies, let me be the first to tell you there is no truth to the rumor that his hair is leaving ER to pursue other roles. Now his chin, well, that's another story. Give me a category. This category is known as Cheater, Cheater, Raw Egg Eater. How does $4,000 grab you? Think fast, it's question time. Based on the names of the American gladiators, which of these would not be a way to cheat on the show? Sneak a snake down Snake's shorts, spray mace in Lace's face, kick Sonny where the sun don't shine, or zap zap with a bug zapper. There's no American gladiator named Snake. Now, if you watch the Egyptian version of the show, they got like a dozen gladiators named Snake, and one big guy named Asp. You know, it's a cultural thing. Throw me a category. Coming at you. Do you want to give or receive? We're talking 6K here, so pay attention. All right, my friends, let's see if you know your game shows. Buzz in when you think you know what 2 shows go in the blanks. $10,000 pyramid, $20,000 pyramid, blank, blank, $100,000 pyramid. It's a $25,000 pyramid, $50,000 pyramid, $25,000 pyramid, and $75,000 pyramid, $50,000. Oh, come on! The $25,000 pyramid and the $50,000 pyramid were the other 2 titles on the game show's Journey Through Inflation. Unless you're watching the Egyptian version of the show, which they call the $25,000 triangle. Something about pyramids being sacred or something. I don't know. It's that cultural thing again. Time to pick a category. Shake hands with You're Making Mr. Spelling Very Angry. You get a right answer, you're walking away with $4 grand. See if you can wrap your skull around this. Assuming Aaron Spelling always gets his way, what scene might you see if he insisted that each of his shows incorporates an element of the TV show Aaron's Way? Blake Carrington drinking moonshine, TJ Hooker with an Amish beard, Amanda Woodward performing oral surgery, or Donna Martin playing professional football. Aaron's Way is a show about an Amish family living in California. Yeah, well, if that's what Mr. Spelling wants, then that's what he gets. Besides, William Shatner's already got that devil-may-care Amish attitude down. All right, I need a category. You've almost made it to the credits, but first, the attack. When you see two words that match, hit your buzzer. If you're right, you get $2,000. If you're wrong, you're losing $2,000. Oh, and one more thing to remember.
Remember the clue.
The two words that match have to fit this clue. But my TV surname is... Now let's see if your name is gonna be Mud. Bye-bye. Nicely done, huh? Let's see what you did to your score. That's the game. Player one, I couldn't have done a better job myself because I wouldn't have played by myself. I would have found something else to do, you know? Now, but seriously, player one, and this isn't easy for me to say.
Very nice, people.